All right, welcome back to the Origin preview.
For Game 3.
Game 3, the third installment of our Origin series.
A lot to talk about for one team, actually. But
where's our wigs?
we forgot them. Do we need them this week?
We didn't forget them. We chose not to put them on because we're depressed. We've given up on Origin. And that's the preview done.
Yeah,
cool.
That's it.
But let's go deep into Brad Fittler's selections. I feel like we don't have... Obviously, it's been well documented throughout the past week. Some controversial selections. So we won't go like really deep. It's also a dead rubber. You're going to the game?
I am.
I'm going to the game. So
it'll be entertaining, obviously.
Yeah.
It's still
the people saying that New South Wales don't get Origin. Me and Zane are going to be at the game.
At this point, it's basically going to be watching a Rabbitohs game.
Or an Eels game.
Yeah, or an Eels game.
Yeah. Nah, it should be all right. I think there'll be fireworks. I think there'll be a beef.
Yeah,
that's my
I hope so.
hot prediction. But let's just dive straight into... Let's start with Queensland. We've started with New South Wales this whole time, and Queensland have won. Maybe if we start with
Queensland...
Queensland...
There's not much to talk about with Queensland, though,
If we start with Queensland, New South Wales might win.
Exactly.
Maybe we've been cursing our state.
Exactly.
All right, as you said, there's not much to talk about. In fact, the only real talking point is the fullback.
Walsh is out, suspended. Brimson comes in.
And I think there was
Great
a...
change.
Well done, Brimo. Congrats, bro. I honestly was surprised that Corey Allen wasn't called in as fullback.
Oh, God. I can't get over that he was an Origin player.
Bulldogs legend, South legend.
You know, I'm a Brimson fanboy. You know that, do you? He's
didn't
my
know
favourite
that.
non-South player,
There you go.
Brimson.
Legit?
I'd just love to meet him one day, shake his hand.
There you go.
I think he's just hella underrated. I love him.
Why didn't you pick him in your likeable player draft?
I don't know why I didn't. But he's my favourite non-South player. Love him. I love that he's in this Origin team. Well, not as a New South Wales supporter.
Yeah. I know there was a few people being like, oh, it's going to be Kalen Ponga. Let's just remind ourselves, he ruled himself out. Yeah. He ruled himself out.
There's rumours Hammer could have gone back there and Gagai comes in.
There was also rumours that Munster went there and did into 5'8".
Yeah.
It would have worked. Let's be honest. It would have worked. But Brimson
and then the other change is...
we'll just go through the team list.
Okay.
Coates is there. Cobbo didn't come back in.
Yeah, I would have had Cobbo over Coates, but it is what it is. Like,
Coates did a job game too. Holmes, Hammer, Taulagi, Munster, Cherry Evans, Cotter and Tino, which I think that was the starters.
Cotter in the middle starting.
Did he start in the middle game too, or was he on?
I think he might have started late, came up late change.
The interesting one was Grant's name to start with Hunt off the bench.
Yeah.
That one's interesting, which we've said all series. It doesn't matter which way it is. But that is interesting that they've changed it.
The exact same.
Fafita and Nanai.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Carrigan at lock.
Nothing wrong with that.
As I said, Hunt at 14. And then Collins, Fodawaker. Big Red.
Oh, going to be so good.
Finally.
It's going to be so... I'm so excited to see him play.
Oh, no, you've been a Big Red Origin fanboy all year.
Oh,
you had him like ages ago saying you wanted to see him play. Talk to me. What are you feeling?
I reckon there's a biffo. I just want to see him get out there and be passionate.
Who's he throwing it with?
I said Keon.
Yeah, Keon?
He has a dig at Keon.
Do they have history?
No, but I just feel like they're the two rookies.
He has history with the Eels.
Corey Horsburgh.
Yeah, remember? Who was that with? Is there a world where that was with Regan?
Might have been.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
There was a game against the Titans, maybe, where he...
Yeah, right.
Or there's a game at Seabass, I think, where he...
I'm just trying to think, who's he going to throw hands with?
Keon
makes sense. Bradman Best.
Maybe.
And then Collins, Fodawaker, and Horsburgh, as we said.
Maybe Regan again, yeah. So.
And then Dearden, and another man who I had as a...
Yeah, Jimmy
I thought he might have got into the team at some stage. I'm not going to pretend I called that months ago like Rugby League Guru. Yeah. I called it like before game one. I was like, he might play. Yeah, Hopgood. Good to see him in the side. Deserves it.
Yeah, deserves it. He'll get his start eventually, though.
Yeah, he'll
Queensland just doing what Queensland do. Just
winning.
So perfect, aren't they?
You know what's not perfect? The New South Wales side.
Before
we go,
the starting 13, not bad. There's problems, but not
before we go
bad.
into it, just overall, like without specifics, what is your thoughts on the side? Like, what do you feel? Strange?
Yeah.
Like you're not happy?
I'm not happy, but I think it's the 13. I think it's the best side we've had run out.
I wouldn't even. I don't even agree.
The bench is the issue.
I think the game 1 to 13 was better.
I reckon with Pangai.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah, I think so.
I disagree.
Cleary Luai. The one, especially the side that was named Tommy Turbo and
I disagree.
Yeah, I think the game 1 side was better, to be honest.
So fullback is Teddy.
So Teddy at fullback.
Could this be his farewell game?
I think so. I wouldn't say it's his farewell game, but it's his farewell to having a cemented Origin
Exactly.
fullback spot game.
But do you reckon he could retire after this game?
Do you reckon he retires? Mate,
Well,
I mean, yeah. It's not out
one
of
of
the
the
question.
journalists on 360 said it. They have
I saw somebody say
that
if he wins, he will.
post game, he's gonna during the presentation, he's gonna say that this is his last Origin.
I
Like
don't
he's having a son or a child.
I don't
He's
see
got a
James Tedesco announcing it in that fashion.
You don't.
He
You
wouldn't
reckon
do.
he'll just-
I don't think he's the kind of person that would do it in a speech during the presentation.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do see what you're saying. I mean, it's a possibility, definitely. But yeah, I think if he doesn't retire, it's just that next year he has to play himself into the jersey.
I agree.
Like if every current fullback stays in their current form,
He's going to
he's
struggle
not
to get there.
fullback. It'll be Edwards or even Gutho.
Well, yeah.
Or
I
Scotty
don't think
Drink.
Edwards is next in line like people assume.
Well,
I think Guffo's the next fullback.
I think he should have been next in line.
But
But
about
he's
more,
clearly
I think
not.
Guffo, Drinkwater, then Edwards. I think it's going.
That's-
No, and
That's how it looks.
Trell.
Oh, yeah, true,
there
yeah.
as well.
But yes, poor Dylan Edwards.
The wingers.
The wingers, Brian Toto and Josh Adokar.
Toto's fine, but Adokar's a
Adokar-
bit.
You can see Zane. Now, everyone knows I'm a Bulldogs fan. I'm in my Bulldogs hoodie.
Yeah.
How did he get picked?
It's because there's no other wingers.
I'm so,
People will call it for
especially,
Daniel. Because I remember last year, people were ripping in the Fittler for not picking him.
yeah.
Now that he's getting picked, people are like, why are you picking him? Like,
Well, my problem is, like, I always was I was always off Fittler for not picking him last year. And I always thought he should have been picked in game 1 and even game 2 because he didn't get any ball in either of the games. But my biggest issue here is his reason for, what I assume is his reason for dropping Luai, his reason for not picking Matt Burden, and like just the fact that, like the way he carried on at the end of last game. If Luai's not picked, why is he?
just because
do
who
you know
else
what
would
I
be
mean?
picking that winger
Yeah,
spot?
and you're right
Alex
though. Like, who
Johnston,
else? Tupou,
Jaden Ockenball,
Soliti.
Jackson Paulo.
Yeah, you're right. There's Garrick, I guess, could have got. Like, there are options, but
Yeah.
I do see what you're saying. You could have pushed Crichton to the wing and brought in a centre, but then once again, is there that many centre options based
No.
on what we've got?
When Campbell Graham went down, that was
Yeah.
like
So
Bradman
as I-
best though.
As I just said, Crichton's one centre, which I assume we're fine with.
Yeah, we're fine.
But yeah, Bradman best.
Wow.
What
I
did
would
you
have
think?
had Katoni Staggs. Or Biasley for this weekend, I would have had Burden.
Yeah.
Just because, you know.
Yeah.
But Katoni Staggs would have been my choice. No one saw this coming.
Tungo?
Bradman best. Targo, yeah.
Panasini
Panasini's
even?
been very good this year, but
Bradman Best was not in my first 3 preferences.
he
for
wasn't
this
even
spot.
like considered. For
Is
them
he
to play
only
Origin.
here because of the weekend's result?
Yes. Is that rude?
Are we
Is
being
that
rude to Bradman Best?
disrespectful to Bradman Best? Is it?
Zane, you're being rude.
No.
That is rude to Bradman Best.
Oh, I'm not being rude. I'm sorry. But no, I don't know how he's in this side.
Yeah.
Like, I hope he goes well. But
And yeah,
such a-
obviously, as a New South Wales fan, I hope he kills it.
Yeah.
And he's half capable, but I wouldn't have picked him.
Either.
I would have gone, me personally,
I would have gone
probably
Staggs.
Burden or Stags. Probably, yeah.
Campbell Graham if
Staggs,
it was
Burden.
available, but
Oh, yeah,
Staggs
obviously.
I would have gone with. then
Yeah,
the
I'm
six.
just, yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, Cody
The
Walker at
Wissy,
6.
Cody Wissy. He's played Origin a few times, but hasn't had cracking games. It hasn't
Yeah.
had like terrible games. It's just his last Origin he got knocked out.
This one
So,
surprised me a bit, to be honest.
Did it?
Now,
Fittler was planning on picking him all year,
So-
all series.
my take on this, Zane, and honestly, if you let me cook here, I think you'll end up agreeing. I think Cody Walker right now he's definitely top 2 form 5/8 of the comp with Munster.
I'd have him top.
I wouldn't push back on that at all. I'm saying definitely top 2, probably number 1. If in terms of like wanting to win a game of football, he's one of the better choices. But the bit I don't agree with, I would have had Hines, and that's because this is a good opportunity to build to the future a bit.
Is Hines the future though?
That will I get easy like.
He
But
hasn't-
Cody Walker,
He hasn't performed.
the
in
thing is though, Cody Walker can't be the future.
he can't.
That's
I know
my
that, but
issue.
Hines hasn't performed in a big game yet.
Yeah, but
Every big game he's played,
But
he's
that's
flopped in.
but why? This is why this is perfect for Hines because it's his chance to have
But
a
I don't
crack.
think
It's
New
a dead
South Wales
rubber.
want to go down 3-0.
Well, but I think Hines isn't that. I think there's more positives to picking Hines than there is to picking Walker.
I disagree. If you don't want to go 3-0,
Yeah,
I would pick Walker.
I feel like there's
because I think he
blooding
adds
him
attack,
in and giving him his crack.
And I think they've rearranged this whole side just to suit Walker because they know Walker struggles when he's
Yeah.
not playing around familiar players.
Yeah. Especially like, even just like the Bradman Best selection.
So, we've got Moses next, which like we're fine with.
Wait, I'm not done.
You're not done?
I was going
to try and move to like why.
I was going to, we'll come back to that in a sec. What was I about to say? I was going to say Hines, if he's not getting his chance to come into this game, when is he getting his chance? Like, there's no better time to put him in.
Yeah, the coaching we'll talk about at the end.
And 100%, Cody Walker deserves this spot. He's played good enough football to be picked, like he has. But I just don't think that in the context of the game and stuff, decision. I wouldn't say it's dumb, but in the context of the game and stuff, I don't think it was the right decision. But like nothing against Cody Walker, he deserves to be picked. He does. But I just would have gone Hines to like give him his crack,
the opportunity,
give him his crack.
I understand what you mean,
and then if he plays bad, like it's the lowest risk.
Yeah.
There's no other game that's going to be this low risk into the
I just think Fittler just doesn't want to lose 3-0.
Clearly. Because he wants to keep his job.
He wants to win. And that's what he said.
Go back to what you were saying before.
But do you reckon Walker's going to perform in this game?
What do you think?
I think he will.
You think he will?
I think he's going to have a blinder because of his connections they've put in. And I think they've made those changes. Murray starting at lock, Cook at hooker, and Keon. I think they've done those just to suit Walker.
I feel like I don't know if you'd say the problem. Like, obviously, we know that he hasn't stepped up in Origin in the past, but I just want, and to his credit, he has controlled this really well this year, but Queensland, I think, can get under his skin, and we know he comes unravelled.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't take much to fire him up.
But he has done well this year containing that.
He hasn't lost his patience since round 2 against Penrith.
Not crazily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like it's
last
Origin's different.
Last time I remember seeing him really cranky was after the prelim.
Especially
at the Penrith trainer. That instant.
He'll know like this, like he's old, like he's 34, isn't he? Like he doesn't have that much left in him.
Yeah, but he debuted late.
Yeah,
so
but I know, but
he said he's still got a few more. He's signed till 25, but he said he wants to play beyond that. What I was going to say
is he knows in the back of his head, like if he plays bad in this one, he's done, right?
Well, he's also come out and said he wants to cement his spot as the 5'8".
But if he plays bad, he also cements his spot as never getting picked again. And so if he starts to sort of have a bad game, he might just go, screw it, I'm just going to start punching all the blokes.
That's what happens in general.
Yeah, he just sort of gives up, right? And so that's like what I'm scared of. But he's capable of having a good game.
I think he's just matured a little bit. Like I don't think he's
gonna,
if there's a scrap, he'll be one of the people running in. There's no doubt about that. I know for a fact he will run in.
Yeah,
and get in someone's face.
Especially if it's like Murray or Keon or Cook.
Oh yeah, just anyone or some Indigenous player. He will run in and like just get involved because he's Cody Walker.
And like as you said, he wants to cement his spot.
And he won't throw a punch.
He might try a bit too hard.
He won't throw a punch. He'll just pull the shirt and get in their face.
There's a lot of times where he tries too hard, and that's when mistakes happen as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes because he's capable of playing good.
Yeah.
As I said, he deserves his spot. He has been playing good footy, but I don't know. I would have gone Nico.
Okay.
Mitch Moses at 7.
No question about that.
He was one of our best in game 2.
Yeah.
Deserves to keep his spot. This one I love. I love this selection.
He's back. Big Gerbo.
Gerbo. Finally back. I guess he's been injured, to be fair. He hasn't been left out.
Yeah.
He has been injured. What do you think about bringing him in after one game?
Well, he was injured in the other two.
Yeah, so. But I mean, like, he's only played one game.
I knew he'd walk straight back into he'd walk straight back into that side.
So you're fine that he's, yes, because I am as well, but I know there's a lot of people that are like, why are you picking him? He's only played one game.
In the middle as well. So good.
And starting as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly where, at the start, it should have been Gerbo and Haas, and then Regan and Paulo off the bench.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Cook at hooker. Not at centre.
Yeah. At hooker, where he deserves to be.
Not at centre, luckily.
Do you reckon they could switch it again? He could start on the bench.
What do you?
I reckon they will. Not with Murray starting.
Yeah, I was about to say, not with Walker and Murray starting.
I reckon he could possibly play 8 in. They're going to use Robson in some strange way.
Don't say that. Because I agree. There's that's very Brad Fittler. But it's even worse the way the bench is.
Like the middle or something.
That's probably what'll happen.
Yeah, well, they don't have much props on the bench.
Somebody on the bench is going to have to play through the middle.
Yeah, it's not going to be Guffo.
Yeah, it's not. Like, he's not playing through the middle.
Yeah, it's going to be Robson if anyone.
Regan Campbell-Gillard's the other prop.
I love that.
I'm glad he's back in.
Glad about it.
I'll tell you what, it's a bit sus. Luai drops out. Regan comes in. There must be some drama there.
I know. There's a bit of drama between the
Panthers and Regan. That's interesting.
And Cleary as well, apparently, was the main.
Liam Martin, did he start game 2? No,
he didn't. But
he
we'll
is
talk
now.
Liam Martin, Kaloma-Tungi, and Murray at lock. I love that.
Yeah.
They made a right decision somehow.
I wouldn't have minded.
I said it
Keon
after
off
game.
no, never mind, because there's no other second row.
I said it after game 1. Murray should be the starting lock, and Yo should go to the bench.
And I agree.
I love
as well,
that they've done this.
I thought so as well.
And
And
I
Martin's
love
starting.
to see Keon get going here.
How many minutes do you reckon Murray plays? Do you reckon he plays the whole game at lock?
I reckon he plays 80 because I reckon Yo's playing in the middle.
Yeah, right.
And I said Yo at Origin level is a better middle.
Or on the edge potentially.
Yeah,
Does Keon play 80?
Yeah, he does.
And Martin can play 80. That'd be interesting. But it's Origin.
I reckon they're going to use Yo as a prop.
I feel like they're going to use Yo as what he needs to be.
Yeah.
Like middle or edge or lock.
Yeah. Okay.
But he probably only goes on in lock if there's an injury, but then they might use him at second row if somebody gets
Murray
gassed.
seems, every time he starts in Origin, seems to get knocked down the first set of the game. Have you noticed that? Every time with Murray, so I think,
always.
it's got him there ready.
Jacob Saifidi, he's
Strange.
back in. Strange.
How was he against the Dogs the other day? I didn't pay too much attention. Rewatch.
I've wiped it from my memory. I don't know.
Strange, isn't it, Jacob Saifidi?
Like, who would you have gone instead of him? I can tell you.
Paulo.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can tell you. Who I
I
would
don't
have
know why
gone.
he's not there.
I was about to say, like, why isn't Paulo here?
It's so weird.
Why did he get dropped?
I don't know.
That's almost the selection I hate the most is him being dropped.
It's so weird.
Well, that's the
He
dumbest.
did nothing wrong to lose his spot.
It doesn't make sense.
Like I thought he was going to be the prop for years to come.
And not only did he do nothing wrong to get dropped, they brought in his prop partner from club level into the side, but then took him out.
I know.
Well, this whole series, we should have had them both together because they go together. They're so good at para because they go together. They're like best mates.
I don't get it. And Cook as well. Let me say this. Cook only plays well when he's middles. Moving forward. So.
And Moses plays well when he's playing off props.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
What better props to have him playing off than his props?
I know.
His own cattle, his own cows. You don't give a farmer somebody else's pigs.
It's so weird that
you give a farmer their own pigs.
Like, I would have had him there over Jacob Saifidi any day.
Yeah, same.
But then we get 16, 17. Robson in 16 and Guffo in 17.
Now, honestly,
I like Guffo's utility, but why do we have Robson there as well?
if we look at it individually, Robson being there makes sense. Rotates into the hooker, awesome. There's 3 forwards and Robson. They're doing the hooker rotation thing. That makes sense. Then you go, wait, Guffo's there. That's weird. And then you can look at it the other way. You go, oh, Gutho there, he covers fullback. He can also play centre and 5'8".
I guess he could play hooker as well.
Not to a super high standard, but he can. He's played those positions in the past. And so it's like,
last time he played centre, you know what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
That Edric Lee try.
He doesn't play it high.
Don't you remember that Edric Lee try?
I do.
How on earth did they manage to score that? That was just,
And that's what half worries me. But at the same time, like, he can play those positions. And so then it's sort of like, all right, well, like, you got the utility, you got the 3 forwards. It makes sense. But you don't. They've gone the hooker and they've gone the utility. Now, let me talk you through this thing. Game 1, Brad Fittler picks Nico Hines as a utility on the bench.
Plays him 7 minutes.
Plays him for 10 minutes.
I don't know if Guffer will even go on.
Let's come back to that in a sec because that's a very good point. Nico Hines goes on. He gets used incorrectly. New South Wales lose. He gets dropped.
Exactly.
Game 2, he does the 2 hooker method, puts Cook on, uses him incorrectly. We lose the game, and obviously he didn't get dropped, but like he went back to hooker. And so now his solution is, I'm going to do both. That's his solution?
I know.
He's going to do both?
I'm like, what? Freddie, what is this?
And now there's just 2 forwards on the bench.
I know.
And a big problem throughout the series has been him using the forwards incorrectly. Like you look at, circling back to Jacob Saifidi being there, what happened to Kamanu? He got used, he played 10 minutes.
Gave him a run, that was
Freddie used him incorrectly and he gets dropped. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
And now we've got our forwards, Isaiah Yo, who's like, has been locked for, obviously he can play those positions, but he's been an out-and-out lock at club level for 3 or 4 years. And Jacob Saifidi, who's debuting for the series.
He's the wish version of Daniel.
Yeah.
As well.
And then, like, we've got the hooker and Gutho. And as you just said, where does he come on?
They'll wait because, Travojevic isn't playing, so there's going to be no...
Is he...
They should have saved him there when they know Travojevic will get injured.
I think Gutho is literally there if an injury happens. If there's no injuries, where does he come on? It's the exact same situation as Nico.
Unless Turska has, like, a shocking game.
Because you can't put Gutho in the middle.
No, they're not going
to. And that's the
to.
thing with Matt Burton. If you had him on the bench, like, at least he can play in the middle because he's a bigger body.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not a good idea to, but, like, he could handle it to some degree.
Yeah.
And I've got, like, the thing is, I don't have anything against Gutho as a utility.
No, not at all.
Because he can cover the positions. But it's the thing I don't like is that the hooker is there as well. Why is there also a hooker? Like, you got to pick one game plan. You can't do all
just
three.
Giving up, you reckon?
This is like he's gone. This is just the most Freddie Fittler team ever, and he's just gone. I'm going out with a bang. I'm just going to pick.
But we'll talk about reserves.
Did you hear what his reason was for picking Gutho? His official reason?
I heard it. But
I'm going to quote him. He makes me feel good. That's what he said.
You got to say it in Fittler's voice. He makes me feel good.
Oh, he just makes me feel good. That was more Buzz Rothfield, but whatever. You got to sound like all hippie because he's like shoes off or high on life or relaxed. Oh, man.
Yeah. The reserves, though.
Scotty Drinkwater.
Love it.
Deserves a spot.
Loves it. Been in great form lately.
And it's like, as I've said, like, I said I wanted Nico Hines there.
Yeah, and number 19
to like blood him in.
Who again?
Lenyu. Who's
yes.
also like they're blooding
Why
people
is he not
in.
on the bench?
Honestly, he's better than
he's the
Daniel
best
from Wish.
bench forward in the game.
Yeah,
he comes on and he runs full speed. Like he is so good, Lenyu.
Yeah, but it's just like that. Like they're good picks. Like blood them in, but why not blood other? It's just. It's so silly.
I can't stand thinking about.
Apologies to Scotty Drinkwater. As much as this is a good pick, you're not the best 18th man ever. Obviously, you're not the best ever, but he does cover a couple of positions, fullback and half,
5'8", you know. But
so
what about the coaching? Who do you think comes in over Freddie?
I
saw a real dark horse from Alex McKinnon today. He said Sam Burgess.
Oh, what do you think of that?
He's too connected with South, I think. I didn't know Sam Burgess could do it, but he has been an assistant coach.
My pick, that's true.
Times, so
my pick. Well, Sam Burgess hasn't played Origin.
I know, but apparently, if you're not, you only have to live to play. Like
I know, but like they need some New South Wales.
I feel like he'd be an okay coach. I don't think Origin.
Not Origin, but yeah, I agree, but not Origin. My pick is Michael Maguire or Ricky Stewart. They're my two.
You can't do both.
Exactly. Well,
he'd recruit the right people around him to do.
Yeah, so I'd go Madge.
You like
and
Madge?
I said
Madge
that about 10 minutes after
coach.
game 2.
Yeah,
Madge
reckon
is
Madge?
the best choice in my opinion.
Madge would be a good choice.
And like he's so
Holbrook
passionate.
Could go in there as well. Holbrook.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a bad choice for Origin, but I don't know if he's hard.
Obviously, a lot of people are saying Des, and now he's at the Titans. So it can't be Des.
Ricky Stewart would be a great choice, though.
And obviously, he's been there before and sort of fell.
But Cordner as well.
Cordner's a fair shout.
Yeah, he's involved.
The biggest problem is like, you look at Queensland and who their coaches are, and they're like 3 of the best New South Wales players ever.
Queensland players.
Best Queensland players ever.
You need a former player, I think.
But look at our coaching staff. Fittler and Joey and Greg Alexander.
You need you need players who get Origin. Yeah. And that's what Queensland struggled when they had Paul Green.
But that's
He's never played Origin. He doesn't get it.
Brad Fittler and Joey, they're like some of the New South Wales players that have got Origin the most. But apparently just not as coach. To be fair, Joey I've got nothing against.
Yeah.
Brandy I've got lots against.
Yeah. What about Jeff Toovey?
No, I don't. Maybe. So. What about, I think I said this before, but Trent Barrett.
God.
He's played Origin.
Please don't.
What about Brett Finch?
No.
I think
Jason
it's got to be
Riles,
Madge, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. My problem is who comes in as assistants.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's one thing to have the head coach, but then also like the selection panel and assistants and stuff.
Matty
Johns and
He's
Joey
kind of
Johns.
Ruled it off,
I not as coach, as selector,
Gus?
I was going to say.
Do you think Gus would do it?
I think he should come in like not as coach. I'd love him to come in as coach, but I think he should be selection. Once again, he should be selector.
Yeah.
Because like you look at Greg Alexander, like that sort of role.
Yeah, okay.
Because they have, and then Mary is the other selector. So they have like selectors. I think they have the head coach, 2 selectors, and then 1 or 2 assistants. Okay. And so I think you can always keep Joey. You get rid of Brandy.
Can you?
I think you have to. If anyone gets Origin, it's Joey Johns.
For New South Wales. Yeah.
Do you just bring in a bunch of Queenslanders? Is that the answer?
So I like Madge. That's
I got one.
Choice.
Cooper Cronk.
For New South Wales.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
He hates Slater and Smith. They're all beefing.
Does, but
what better way to bloody get him? Yeah.
No way in the world he coaches the Blues. Wayne Bennett, maybe. He's coached England. He's coached the Kiwis. He's coached everyone.
He's just got to do New South Wales and he's done it all. Yeah. Surely get Wayne Bennett in there. Yeah. What do you think?
Madge.
Who you think of Madge?
Yeah.
And then who would you have as his around him?
I'd have Riles. I keep McGregor around there. Yeah. Don't mind John's the Cordner. I'd love.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good call. So. Yeah, interesting. Let's do some predictions. How do you see this one going? Let's start with who we think's going to win.
Look, it's so hard to predict a clean sweep. That's the thing. I reckon Blues win.
Yeah?
Okay. I reckon it's going to be like 2 or 4.
So you're going by 2?
And anytime try scorer.
And first as well.
First try scorer.
And anytime, yeah.
First, well, let's just go with Hammer.
Yeah.
And what?
Safe choice.
Then anytime, I reckon Cody Walker.
Walker's on.
Yeah.
Walker's on.
Yeah, walk over the line.
Did you tell him Walker's on? And man of the match, and we'll also do man of the series.
Man of the match, well, Cody Walker on that.
There you go.
I'm hyping him up. Player of the series. I reckon it's got to be Lindsay Collins.
Yeah,
I'm going Lindsay Collins.
Who got it last year? Carrigan.
Yeah.
All right. For me, I'm going Queensland. I know I hate going against New South Wales, but I need to catch you up in the tipping. And I do think like that New South Wales side, it's worse than the 2020 Queensland side. It's the worst Origin side ever, honestly.
Okay. By how much?
I'm going to go Queensland by...
You reckon by 12?
Who's they go? Yeah, I'm going to go 12 because Holmes can goal kick. Yeah. Queensland by 12. First try scorer. I won't go Hammer because you've gone Hammer.
Yeah, okay.
AJ
Brimson.
Brimo.
Okay.
Anytime try scorer, I'm going to go Hammer.
Okay.
Because, surely. Man of the match, I'm going to go Daly Cherry Evans.
Okay. The man of the series?
Man of the series, I was thinking Cotter, but I'm going to go Smokey. I'm going to go Cherry Evans again.
Okay.
Do you reckon he retires from Origin?
I reckon he might. I reckon he'd be one to announce it in this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. You send him out to win all political sort of stuff. Player of the series.
He holds up the shield and does the old if whatever it is.
He's like, blah blah blah. I'd just like to thank all you Queensland supporters for the last couple of years. I'm announcing my retirement.
You talk exactly like Cherry Evans does. Like, oh yeah.
And on behalf of the worst Queensland team of all time, thank you.
I can impersonate him. Oh yeah, I know.
Your neck's not long enough to impersonate him.
Oh yeah.
I hate Daly.
I love that though. We all love that here.
We can't get enough of losing at Suncorp. That's what he literally said. It's like, bro, you won. What do you mean? Okay. Anyway.
There we go. There are Origin predictions.
That's our Origin preview, our Origin predictions.
Mine are going to be very wrong, but we'll wait and see.
Hopefully they're right though, right?
Yeah, hopefully
they're right. Me and Zane will be there at the game.
Yeah.
If you I know, I doubt anyone else is going. It might just be me and you there, to be
probably.
honest.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, come say hi if you see us.
Yeah. If you see us, I'll say you probably will walk past me, but...
Yeah, maybe outside, I don't know. See what happens. That'll do. Let's Blues, baby.